All right, so I was quickly cleaning up some of the stuff from yesterday, but welcome to another pre-market analysis. Where do I want to trade from, and how do I want to trade today? Now, let's start off with the news because we got some news today. Here we go. Yeah. mm, um, um, Okay, well, then we have to do with this. So we got FOMC, we got this. I don't know what this is because NFP is on Friday, but this says non-farm. Oh, okay, apologies. Anyway, we got news um late late today at the end of New York session. We got PMI during New York, also like around the end, like middle end of New York session and New York Open. We got some news around New York Open. Um Now we are already in the short area to previous daily highs. And I want to short from this area, 50-minute supply tapped into the 1 hour order block. And this is like my high probability area. If we come above, then I still like to short because we got another previous daily high up here. Actually, can remove that now. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Following the structure, I want to short here. If that doesn't happen, then I will look at these areas, this liquidity, and see how we move from there. And actually take off this one. Now, if we come lower, do I want to long is the question. And where do I want to long from? Because following this red structure, we should come up now and come higher. Therefore, the short is maybe a bit invalid. I want to move from this area. And look for longs there. Just because we get a high, low, lower, high, lower, low, bullish break. So this internal structure, internal to the purple one, is lining up with the red one. Our more major structure, which is more major than the purple one. So this might be a nice area to look for longs, especially because you see how it slowed down. Came up, induced buyers, came down, came up, sweep this liquidity, bullish break continuation, covering this 1 hour, almost this 1 hour for value gap seems to be a valid area. Now DXY wise, what's DXY saying? Same story here. We got liquidity building up here. Yes, we got bullish structure, but essentially we took out these highs. We reacted from this 4 hour for value gap area. And now we can see that price turned around. We took liquidity from one side, so we can now target liquidity from the other side, following that red structure. So yeah, overall, my bias is short. Right, whether we go instantly, come back, and then move, my bias is short, which means longs on EU. Unless we get a move from here, which would be quite nice. And why would that be nice? Well, if you look at the XY, it would mean that we respect this area one more time, build up more liquidity, come up, take out this internal structure. And after, we can look for the short. That's my outlook for today. That's my idea, my trade idea. So area one, maybe above here, something in area 2, area 3. The order doesn't matter, like in terms of importance. Now let me check on the 50-minute and the 5-minute what EU is doing. Guess we can clearly see a bullish structure being formed. We got our Asia high up here. Sorry, is that Asia high? Yeah. So we got Asia high and our not really valid Asia low. Why is it not really valid? Well, it's not really a structure point. It's just the start of Asian session. So if anything, you could maybe target this low at first, or this one, or oh, sorry, maybe this one, yeah, this one. I like this one better. If we get into short. Now it's pretty early. I want to wait for Frankfurt open to see what happens, and then we can maybe get a trade. Um, hmm. Gotta say this looks quite good, but that London vol or that Frankfurt volume might push price above. And now we have our early sellers. Got some early sellers over here, but just like proper break. Early sellers. Because if you look in a 5-minute, it's just low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, high, bearish break, bullish break, bearish break. Oh. Yeah, it looks good, but I think this is the early seller move. And if it's not, then I miss out on a trade. But this is like first clean break to the downside on this way up, all the way from the bottom. Actually, this is minor, but this is previous daily highs. So yeah, what we can do, which is a bit greedy maybe, but yeah, I'm gonna try it, is wait for a confirmation based entry inside this area. And if we get one, I might try to short it because we got some minor early sellers in here. This one, you can see this wick up to the downside, but this would usually be the area where we look for direct entry already if we got the early sellers. And that would be something like this. 77. So something like that. Oh, it's actually a small stop. That's actually too big. 2, so 2.7. That's looking good. Going into the discount now or into the premium, but we'll see. I said confirmation based in this area because we got Asia highs above. And overall, longs are more valid than shorts. As the XY took liquidity from the highs and favoring the lows on the XY. Now, higher time frame wise, yeah, maybe a little retracement into this imbalance area, which is already filled actually, but daily open gap into that area, into this area. Yeah, I'm favoring shorts on the XY overall to continue down. I might be wrong. course, I might be wrong, but that's what I favor based on price action, and that would mean longs for EU and ideally from this area. And I'm sticking with that. So short from this area or long from this area or short from maybe above here. But those, if we get short from above here, if we get a setup, it would be very, I wouldn't try to hold it for a longer period, uh, longer period of time, because we already reached a discount on the red structure. So we're essentially looking for longs. And this was quite correct. This was correctional, but this was also quite correctional. So we might now see that impulse to continue up. All right, that's it. Pre-market analysis. Good luck.